Welcome back, everybody, to the Trade Waiters Podcast, the comic book club, where we read a different trade paperback every single week. I am Daniel. You're Nathan. We're brothers. We read comics.
We sure do.
We got a very special guest today. Who do we got, Nathan?
We have my beautiful girlfriend, Sophia.
Hello, everybody.
Yep. Normally it's just me and Daniel, but sometimes we force other people that we love to come on our show and talk about comics.
Because they're not truly a friend until they've been on the pod at least once.
Yeah, but unlike most of the other people we force to come on here, Sophia does actually read comic books sometimes.
I do.
You read the funny books?
The funny ones, the gory ones.
Yeah, like this one today.
Yeah, like this one.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm like, not all comics are this gory.
Yeah,
I know.
No, she knows.
This is like the goriest thing I've ever read.
It's pretty unreal. But we have you on reading BRZRKR this week.
Is this your favorite comic?
So far, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
She's a big Keanu Reeves stan.
What else have you read?
Black Widow, Elektra.
Okay.
Yeah.
You bought the League of Legends comic book?
League of Legends, Trade. Yeah.
What are the ones? She's a big webtoons reader as well.
Right.
Oh, Lore Olympus is a big one.
Lore Olympus, yeah, that's their like huge one that has like, it does like ridiculous numbers. Like crushes.
They have like fan
any.
fiction, everything. It's going big.
It had like 1 billion reads or something at one point, and I was like, what the fuck?
Wow.
Yeah, so she reads comics, but not the way that real fans read comics. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm here to gatekeep comics.
No, she's a real fan.
Yeah.
She reads a lot of stuff, it sounds like.
Mm-hmm.
Heck yeah.
But we got time codes in our description, don't we?
We sure do.
We got the news.
Sophia, what are the time codes that are normally in our descriptions? If you don't know, I'm going to treat you as if you're a fan. But I do know that you know. I'm just going to treat you as if you don't know what the time codes are. But we have the news that we start off with, the comic book news.
Oh, yeah.
And then we get into the book that we read this week, which is BRZRKR with no vowels. Daniel found out this week.
Yeah, dude. It took me a second to find the book.
it's all consonants and there's a Z in there.
I know.
Does BRZRKR normally have a Z in it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not BRZRKR. BRZRKR.
And then we have the back matter for the trade, and then the pull list, shove it in your box, which is what we've been consuming otherwise. So let's just get into the news, Daniel.
Alrighty.
Sophie, do you have any comic book news?
Not really.
What the hell? I'm just kidding. I didn't expect you to get. But I thought you were gonna mention that the boys got renewed for season 4.
Yeah, they
speaking
did.
of the boys.
Yeah. Speaking of the boys, so that's pretty cool.
So that means Homelander's probably not gonna die.
Yeah, he's probably not dead.
So that means Soldier Boy's not gonna work out.
But like, it could not mean that because.
Or they just move on to a different villain or something.
Well,
which I think would be cool because I'm a little sick of just more and more Homelander. You know.
I think he could die.
Homelander.
And like, I think
maybe Soldier Boy ends up being the main problem.
that could be it. Yeah.
Because it could be just like two bads versus bad.
I think someone major is gonna die this season, and I think I know who it is, but we'll talk about it in the poll list. But yeah, good comic book news, Sophia. Thank you for bringing that forward.
You.
Good job. Nathan, we
got?
got a trailer for Midnight Suns.
Oh yeah,
I don't remember it, but comes out August 7th.
yeah, excited for that.
That's
That's
a game,
Marvel's. Right? Yeah, it's Marvel's new game coming to consoles.
Dude, that trailer felt like forever ago. Like I'm like reading it, I'm like, this seems like old news.
They came out with like a cinematic trailer, and then during like over the weekend or late last week, they had Xbox Games Showcase or just video game showcase because it's like where a bunch of game companies come out and they're like, we're making this game and it's going to be unlike anything you've ever seen, but it's like a lot of the same to me, at least it felt like. But
it in fact is something we've seen before.
Yeah, and so this one's just Marvel, but it's going to play like XCOM if you've ever played that game. It's just like a turn-based strategy game, I think.
Okay.
So that'll be interesting.
Nathan.
Yeah.
A Thunderbolts movie is in the works.
I saw that.
With Jake Schreier as director.
Don't know who that is,
but
I hope he's good.
He's done things.
Did he do like Paper Towns?
He did do Paper Towns,
the
John Green movie. He did Brand New Cherry Flavor. You know what that is?
Not familiar.
Oh, that's that one from TikTok.
With the Rabusi.
Yeah.
The Rabusi?
Rabusi.
I didn't see it, but I've heard many comments about it.
Can you explain the Rabusi to me?
No.
Why not?
I guess he
sure it's
directed
wholesome.
some episodes of Dave.
Oh, okay. Good
which
show.
which is interesting. And he directs like a lot of music videos, like
So-
like Kanye West music videos.
Oh, okay. Good for
So-
him, I guess. Thunderbolts is like Marvel's kind of Suicide Squad, or at least there's a couple runs that are like that. Or it's either that, or originally I think they were
It's like
a superhero
villains.
team that were actually secretly villains, kind of.
They're trying to rebrand themselves.
Yeah,
as
they're trying to rebrand
heroes.
themselves as heroes, but they're still villains. I don't know, something like that. I really enjoyed what I've read of Thunderbolts. Like I've only read like the Daniel Way run, but
Okay.
that's it was pretty entertaining.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, very cool, very cool.
Nathan,
Yeah,
do you have any news?
yeah, I do. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse announced that they were gonna have one of the villains be the Spot. Are you familiar with that guy? He's like the white one with polka dots all around him. I'm sure you've seen him.
It looks like a Dalmatian man.
He does look like a Dalmatian man, but he's gonna be voiced by Jason Schwartzman.
Oh.
And he's like a guy where he could put dots on his body and they like act as like portals that he can like put somewhere else. So in this image, it looks like Miles is kicking him in the chest, but then he creates a portal and then he kicks Gwen Stacy instead.
Was he the one that like was in the Spider-Man game,
Yeah.
but he had like a suit on or something?
No, that's Mr. Negative.
Mr. Negative. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But I've
Cool.
seen this villain in like the Brian Michael Bendis run of Spider-Man, but yeah,
Yeah, he looks interesting.
it looks pretty cool. And the only other news I have is kind of a slow week, but Boom Studios is going to be releasing a book written by Christopher Cantwell, and it's basically going to be, it's called Briar, and it's going to reimagine the well-known tale as a dark fantasy adventure of Sleeping Beauty. So it's basically if Sleeping Beauty never got woken up, and then she woke up, and it was kind of like a
dystopian world.
yeah, kind
Okay,
of.
cool. Total guess.
Yep, that's pretty much what it is. So it looks pretty cool. It's art is going to be by Matthews Lopez of Step by Bloody Step fame
Ooh,
that I enjoy. So I thought that was kind of interesting.
interesting. Interesting.
Yeah, so
Nathan.
just a sequel to Sleeping Beauty, it looks like.
Sick. Nathan, a live-action One Punch Man movie is in production.
Really?
What?
Yes, sir.
Oh my god.
It's gonna be directed by a Fast and Furious director.
James Wan?
No, a different one.
Which Fast and Furious? This will.
I wasn't expecting the follow-up question. Hold on.
Well, there's 9 of them. There's soon to be 10 of them. I need to know which one it's from.
Hold
If it's
on.
from 3, get out of here.
I'm
You know?
trying to remember.
If it's from Tokyo Drift, I'm in.
3 is the best one. What do you mean?
Have you watched One Punch Man?
Of course I have.
All of it?
Everything.
Was there 2 seasons?
There were.
Okay. I've watched like the first episode once when it like first came out.
No, you have to watch it, like the whole thing.
Yeah, I heard it was very
I'll watch
good.
it with you.
I heard it was very good.
It is
Justin
so good.
Lin.
Oh, he's one of the good ones, I think.
Let's
I
see.
think.
The old IMDb.
Yeah.
So he did Fast 9.
Nice. Okay, I think that's one of the good ones.
Is that the one that just came out?
Yeah.
I haven't seen that
The
one.
next one is 10, which is
He
soon to
did
come out.
Fast and Furious 6.
Okay. Yep. Anything past 5, I think I'm cool with. You know.
He was he was the executive producer on Space Jam.
Okay. You know that's a red flag, but
Yeah. Let's see here.
the original or the new one?
Had the new one.
Oh no.
I think I'm not gonna scroll. Yeah, it looks like the 6th one. It was called Fast and Furious 6.
Okay.
I don't remember what happened in that one. And I think that's the ones that he's worked on.
I think they all just kind of
Fast
blur
5,
together.
Nathan. He's a producer.
Okay, great.
Lots of stuff.
I'm very excited then. Him on One Punch Man's probably good because they have
Oh,
pretty
man.
innovative action.
Oh, he
and-
directed Star Trek Beyond.
Okay, that's one of the good ones.
Yeah, I didn't see that one, but good stuff.
Is that the one with like Chris Hemsworth and Carl Urban and all that?
Don't they all have him? But no, that was the first one. So this is like the 3rd of the Star Trek movies.
Oh, okay, I haven't seen it then. I don't know.
Anyway,
But I like Fast 5, and I think that was the last one I've seen. So,
I saw Fate of the Furious. I thought that was pretty good.
oh, okay, cool.
Had Charlize Theron in it.
Daniel,
Nathan.
somewhat sad news. Hopefully, doesn't turn sadder news. But Tim Sale famous Batman artist from Batman: The Long Halloween and Spider-Man Blue with Jeff Loeb. He got admitted into the hospital with severe health issues.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so we don't really know what's going on, but he's hopefully that doesn't turn any worse, and hopefully he has a speedy recovery. But he's a great fucking artist.
I know. Fuck. I thought I was like, how did I not hear about this?
Yeah, no, he didn't die. I hope he does not die. I want to be clear. I hope he has a speedy recovery. But
Yeah,
he's
definitely.
a sick Batman artist. So there were a couple
I
people
know.
on Twitter that were like, "Look at this sweet page that he did." And I'm like, "That is a
Absolute
sweet
legend.
page." Do you have any other news, Daniel?
Just more like Ezra Miller shit. Did you see that?
Yeah, I mean, Ezra Miller shit's basically the weather at this point. Like every week, it's gonna be like, "Oh, what's Ezra Miller doing?"
Yeah.
So he's being weird.
Well, in that case, let's get into the book, Nathan.
Yeah, let's do it. What did we read this week, Sophia?
We read Berserker
it by?
Volume 1 by my homie Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves, and there's more people.
He didn't do it by himself.
Yeah.
Matt Kindt,
Yes.
Ron Garney,
Uh-huh.
and Bill Crabtree.
Yes. Why
I
do you?
don't know any of
What's your favorite movie, Sophia?
Oh, Constantine.
With
Keanu Reeves.
the boy Keanu Reeves. Yeah. When you first told me that, I was like, really? Okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Because
no
a lot of
one-
people wrongly, I think, hate that movie, or they just like don't like it. They
I
think
don't
it's like
understand.
cheesy
I
or
just
something.
haven't seen it.
I
Or they
like-
just haven't
yeah.
seen it. Yeah.
I think people just like think that they should hate it, kind of like Nickelback. Like they're not that bad, you know?
Oh, they're fantastic.
Yeah, I think.
Who says this?
What are you saying?
Tell me who said that.
But yeah, like you showed it to me for the first time, and I was like, "This is pretty kick-ass." They got Shia LaBeouf in here.
They
Wow.
got good actors.
They got people trapped in mirrors or whatever.
Yeah.
It was
like
a- it was
the
a cool
effects
movie.
were out of the ordinary. I loved the movie, and it was definitely like beyond its time.
Yeah, Keanu Reeves had sweet
For
arm
sure.
tattoos.
Oh, his coat. Oh my god, he was the sexiest man ever with his coat.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
she's
you,
been,
need, you need to get a coat.
she's been trying to get me to cosplay as Constantine for a while, and I'm like,
You should be
maybe.
the Keanu Reeves Constantine.
Yeah,
with the black hair and everything.
Yeah, black hair. It's not long in that one, right? That was before long hair Keanu
Yeah,
Reeves.
that was before John Wick, Keanu Reeves.
Yeah. But yeah, it's funny. There's like a long hair era of Keanu Reeves, and that translates to this book because there's 100% like the main character is just Keanu Reeves,
Yeah.
which I think is like on purpose. But yeah, this is a very
It seemed just like kind of like it could potentially just be like a big pitch for a movie deal.
It seemed like that, yeah.
Just because Keanu Reeves is attached to it, but if he wants to just make a comic book about himself, that's cool too. I think it works really well.
I don't know if it's like about himself. It's kind of like the meme though, because everybody says that like he never ages, kind of deal.
yeah.
Which I think kind of plays into this a little bit because the main character has lived for 80,000 years and he's
like
just
I
kind of
know
become
he's
this like
older,
kung fu warrior.
and he does look younger in like The Matrix if you go watch it, you know.
Yeah.
But
It has been announced though that Netflix actually snatched the rights to Berserker, so they might make a movie or an
Oh,
anime
really?
series out of it. So
That's pretty cool.
because like a live action would be kind of fucking hard.
That would be really cool.
right?
There's
Because I
some
was
sweet
reading
action.
this and I was like, this would be a huge budget.
Yeah.
But
Lots of gore, like the boys level gore, but just like all the time. Like there's not really much of a story in this first trade. It's just like him telling his origin to somebody.
Yeah.
And his origin just involves a lot of blood and killing people. But what did you
Yeah.
think of it, Daniel? Did you think it was cool?
A lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great pacing.
Yeah.
Absolutely brutal. So that was a lot of fun to just kind of look at.
Yeah.
I love the colors and like the
Yeah.
and like the fucking. I love Bill Crabtree. He was on Invincible for a long time,
Yeah.
and so he was perfect for this shit.
What has Ron Garney done? Because I feel like
Ron Garney? No.
looks like he's done some Hulk, some Fantastic Four, some Captain America. Apparently he was on Thor with Jason and Aaron, which I wasn't aware of. That's pretty cool.
Juggernaut.
Huh.
But yeah, nothing I've seen before. But his shit is really cool. I think this is like his kind of like put your name on the map kind of thing for
Could
him.
be, yeah,
Mhm.
because I'm not super familiar with his other work from here, but yeah, let's get into it. We don't really know this dude's name, really. Like they give him a name, but I don't think he really goes by that name, so I just call him Berserker Man the whole time. But it kind of just starts off with Berserker Man like on a mission.
Let's just call him Keanu.
Okay, yeah, Keanu. Keanu's on a mission.
That's what it is.
With the U.S. military or like the Marines or something. I don't know what it is, but they take out this
Special
guy.
ops.
Special ops, sure. They like take out this guy in Mexico, but Keanu's like clearly invulnerable, and we know this because he just jumps out of a plane with no chute.
Helicopter.
Helicopter.
A helicopter, yeah, sure. And he's taking bullets, like people are just shooting him, and he's like surviving explosions, and he's super strong because he has like the strength to rip off some dude's arm.
He like punches through a guy's head.
Punches through a guy, yeah, and he's very clearly like, you know, enhanced or something in some way, but he's kind of like fucked up by the end of the mission when he's like supposed to keep the president or something alive, but he just like kills him instead. So it opens up with this like huge action scene, and yeah, so like the first kill even is just, it really sets the stage because it's just like this super gory just punch of this dude straight through his head, and you're like, okay, this guy's pretty strong
like,
too.
Alrighty.
And like I also love how he's colored because it's like the outlines of his like suit or what's colored, and like everything else is kind of like a silhouette, but I think that works really, really well. Or like the folds of his jeans are what's colored and everything else is black. It's kind of like inverted like shading, which I think is pretty cool.
Yeah, I think that's just kind of how they display like black clothing on like when you're drawing it,
Yeah,
and not trying to make it super realistic. That's just like the shine, you know.
yeah, it's a cool artistic choice.
I like this one part where he does that, like one of those like Goku punches where he like punches him with like his palm.
Yeah,
And he like knocks this dude's like lower half of his jaw off.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
Who even does that?
I've written down my favorite kills per issue.
I like stopped after like the first issue. I'm like, there's too many to write down.
I know. The thing with this book is that it has some of the most creative, like, gore action, I think.
He rips a guy's rib out of him
And
and
then
then
stabs
stabs
him.
another guy.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not even... He doesn't even stab him with his own rib?
No, why would you do that?
That's
He's
true.
Pretty,
I guess
he's pretty out for the count at that point.
Imagine getting stabbed with somebody else's rib.
Oh, it's so disrespectful.
Yeah, it is. Just bring a knife. That'll get the job done.
He probably has a knife.
Yeah. Or there's one point where he stops a bullet with his hand while driving, and then he holds a grenade to another guy's chest and then just like holds it as it explodes.
Yeah.
So he's pretty confident that he's not going to die. It's pretty clear, but I think that's such a fucking cold way to like kill somebody. It's just like, I'm going to take this explosion with you, but you're going to die. So pretty insane action.
Something that I noticed, like this is incredible artwork, but
Yeah.
I just thought it was kind of funny on page 23, like the bottom panel, just like the glass shattering. It just looks like a bunch of like confetti.
Oh yeah, it does.
Oh, I saw that
I was
actually.
like, come on, like he's
Yeah.
good enough to
Of
draw
all
some
the
breaking
detail,
glass.
yeah,
you know?
like they're all just kind of like squares.
yeah, I know.
Maybe
That's not how glass works.
maybe he ran out of time for this page and he's like, whatever, I'll just do squares.
Yeah.
But like you'd think glass would shatter in triangles, if anything,
Right.
like not perfect squares. So yeah, that is interesting. I didn't catch that. But basically, we find out through the course of this issue that this man has been working for like the United States military or special ops for hit jobs, and they also use him for like biological research of his body, and all he wants in exchange is just mortality. Like he wants to be able to die, but he doesn't necessarily want to die. He just wants to be able to, which I think is interesting.
Yeah.
And he wants to be able to die after living for 80,000 years is what he said he's lived. So
That's a
he
long
supposedly
time.
remembers everything in that 80,000 years, even being born. But the doctor he works with has found parts of his memory that he apparently like has no access to. Yeah.
I have a question for you.
Okay.
What do you think this doctor's doing?
He's
Taking a sample of his dick or
yeah,
something?
of his like testosterone or like his sperm. Yeah,
I was like, what's he doing with his dick?
Yeah, there's a page where there's just doctors working on him as he's like burned up and shit, like he's healing, and everybody's just like working on him. But yeah, there's a doctor just kind of right over his dick, isn't there?
This is a long ass first issue. It's like 45 pages.
Yeah, there was like a double size thing, which I thought was pretty cool.
Dude, when he was a baby, he bit his mom's titty.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was kind
I
of
was like, that's rude.
that is rude. She just birthed you after like 2 days. We find out.
From a
Yeah.
lightning bolt.
Yeah, from a lightning bolt. Yeah, that's interesting too.
What are
Yeah.
these pills that he's taking? Do you know? Like,
we know later outside of this
spoiler?
trade. No, I don't think so. What is he taking? Because I think I only read up to like one issue after this, and I don't remember.
To be honest, I think it's just something to help him like recover faster.
Okay.
Even though they do work on him, but they don't really specify what's in the pill.
Yeah.
And at the end of the issue, actually, she actually does come to the house, to his house actually, and she's like, I have to tell you the truth, but then we don't know what happens afterwards. So.
Yeah, I can't.
She may be talking about
the series
pill.
is only on like issue 8 or 9 right now. So
That is way farther.
no.
Yeah.
I was surprised that this trade was like only 4 issues.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Well, I mean, the first issue is double sized,
Yeah.
That's true, yeah.
but it was just kind of one big action scene. So I
Yeah.
don't know how much it really gives us. But issue 2, this issue kind of goes into his origin story while like talking to this doctor lady, and it's about how his parents like village. They're like cavemen, basically, like 80,000 years ago.
Yeah.
His parents' village would get raided by like the neighboring tribes every season. So they would like take their women and children and their crops and shit. So his mom prayed to the gods for a weapon.
She's doing some witch shit.
Yeah, she's doing some witch shit. She did like a ritual that ended in her getting shocked by lightning and then being pregnant with their weapon, essentially. And there's this crazy scene where the mom goes in like a crazy trip after being shocked by lightning, and it seems like she just has sex with a god in this
it
like
really
spiritual
does.
Or
state.
like a lightning man or
A
something.
lightning man or
Lightning
something.
man.
It's really trippy. But what's really funny about this is that there's a random panel where it's just like the outline of her body, and then you just see like a fully detailed uterus. And I was like, I could pretty much like the panel before, I could tell what's going on.
And then there's like a bolt going straight to her cooch.
Yeah, like I could tell what was going on. But
I'm like, I can fill in the blanks here.
Yeah.
I didn't need the uterus panel, but I thought it was pretty
I didn't
funny.
need a sex ed course in this page. Like, I know how babies are made.
Can you explain what's going on here, please?
Like, it's not
Keanu
some
Reeves.
fifth graders reading this. Be like, oh.
I like to imagine Keanu Reeves like, can you just like add a uterus maybe? And like,
It's
people
funny
will know.
because like the actual book actually covers it out a little bit with the folds,
Oh,
so
with
you
the
can't
folds.
really see much of it. So you only see.
Oh, that's
just-
so funny.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Rated PG-13.
Look at this. It's like very clear. Like
Yeah.
does the uterus. It's so funny. But then like also we didn't really need to see that because the next part that your eyes led to is her literally getting fucked by this lightning man. So it's
Yeah.
like I could piece together. But anyway, I just thought that was interesting. But after a couple days pregnant, Keanu Reeves was born.
Yeah, she's pregnant like the next day.
Yeah, like
And then I
pretty
guess
far
she
pregnant.
carried him like for 2 months or something.
No, I think it was
No,
less. It was only like a
60
couple days.
No, it was 60 days.
60 days?
Yeah,
2
Nathan.
moons.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 against 1 here.
Oh.
2 moons,
I
like
thought
full
2 moons
moons.
meant like 2 days.
No.
Doesn't mean 2 sleeps, Nathan.
The moon goes away in the day. Everybody knows this.
1 moon, 2 moon. There's
Yeah,
2 days.
2 days. That's literally what I took from it. That's so funny.
See, if you take astronomy, I think astronomy.
No, astronomy.
They talk about. Is that what I said?
Yeah.
They talk about moons.
Yeah, where they
And I guess to get a full moon takes like a month. I guess.
and then they teach you what an Aquarius is.
Yep.
Yep.
So they discovered his strength and immortality pretty quick. And when the neighboring tribes come back to like steal and shit again, he was ready. And then he just like murders all of them. And that's when Keanu Reeves remembers he was first given purpose.
Yeah, he's got like this huge hunger to just like kill.
Yeah. And his
once he gets started, he just like goes off.
his beginning, like his weapon of choice is this giant ass stone axe that's like as tall as him and like a spear. And I'm like, this is pretty metal. But I have my favorite kills of this issue, Daniel. There's one where he kicks a man through his stomach to burst through it, and his spine gets shot out the back, and it splits his rib cage open from the back. And I think that's pretty sick. So he kicks through his stomach, hits his spine, and bursts his rib cage, which is pretty crazy. That's like they're very creative with this.
Yeah, definitely.
There's also one where he chops a man straight down the middle, but it's not done like Mortal Kombat style where they kind of like slowly split apart. It's like very explosive, which I appreciate. It looks like that man is bursting when he's chopping him with an axe.
Yeah,
So that's pretty crazy.
they got the right man for colors on this.
Yeah, they really did. And I like a lot of he like incorporates a lot of black in the gore, which I think is cool. Like,
Makes
it's
it
not
more
just
brutal.
yeah, it's not just a bunch of red. There's like black, I don't know, spray sort of introduced in there, and it kind of helps split it up. But it's done really well. Like, this is best gore I've probably ever seen in a comic book.
Yeah, there's so much of it too.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what it is, but just like a head exploding always gets me. I'm like, that shit's so crazy.
Yeah.
He punches people in the face and it goes out the back of their heads.
Yeah.
Like all the time.
Yeah.
It's like his favorite one.
There's so much blood in there, it turns out.
Yeah, dude.
There's a lot of horses that die in this book.
Yeah,
Oh,
he rips a
yeah.
cheetah in half.
Rip
It's
the
fucking
horses.
crazy.
Yeah, he does. Like, as a child,
Yeah.
which is great. He did it just for sport, I guess, but there's a lot of blood in cheetahs too, it turns out.
Yeah, dude.
So yeah, that's pretty much issue 2. That's just like his origin, and he his parents, or his dad specifically, are using him as a weapon to defend the tribe. But issue 3 kind of goes more into that, some more origin story told through like Keanu's memories.
Oh, here's one. Here's a kill that's like the Predator, but he takes like his head off and then the spine like comes all the way through.
Yeah,
And the
that's
top
nice.
72.
Yep, classic.
Brutal.
So there's more killing of like neighboring tribes, and his people start calling him Unut or
Unute.
Unute.
Oh, I called it Unute.
I figured, I don't know. I guess
mean-
they're speaking English, I guess, in this sense, and I just figured it was called Unut. But
I
it's
think
like,
that sounds too close to mute, and I don't think that.
what would you
sounds
call
right.
it?
Unite.
Unute?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, that's pretty fancy. But it basically just means weapon. And his mom is like concerned for his like mental like well-being, because he's still like just a boy. He's only like a couple months old at this point. And the father just kind of
With
continues.
washboard abs.
Yeah, with washboard abs.
He's just
and-
a baby.
yeah, well, like, it's funny because after a couple more moons, he's just like Keanu Reeves. Like, I don't know
Yeah, he's
why
a
his aging was so fast, and he just
grown
stops at
man.
Keanu Reeves' age. But
Yeah, he doesn't become an old man. He just becomes Keanu Reeves.
yeah,
Yeah.
basically, it's like that movie In Time where everybody stops aging at 21.
Oh, yeah.
That's what that reminded me of.
Maybe his mom prayed for Keanu Reeves.
That must be what it is. Yeah. So, so his mom's pretty concerned, and the father just kind of continues to use him as a weapon to take out the tribes.
And they're just like conquering like everything that's near them. And they just keep
Yeah.
finding more and more shit that's farther away
Yeah.
to conquer.
And like there's a really interesting like recurring sort of theme where like Keanu sort of asks his father like if he did good, which is like kind of cool because he's like always bloody when he's asking like if he did good.
Yeah, he's like looking for his dad's approval.
He's
I
like,
guess.
how did I do? And I'm like, you're pretty bloody, so you did pretty good, I think.
And you're alive.
There's like there's also a cool like collage page where they're like trying to find the neighboring tribes to take out. And on the background of that page, there's like a
map.
caveman map, and I was like, that's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I like
saw
that they.
Skull Island.
Yeah, there's like a skull, or there's like just like some basic ass mountains, and they're like, we need to go here, and everybody's like, okay, yeah, we'll do that. And then there's one village that they attack that's like super far out of the way, and it's like super wealthy. And on this mission, Keanu Reeves goes like out of control and kills not only like the guards and like the leaders, but he also kills everybody in that village, including the women and children that live there, which
Yeah.
he like super regrets because he kind of like lost control. It seemed like when he goes crazy, his eyes turn blue, like a bright blue.
Because like his dad said,
Kill
like,
everyone.
yeah, and so he felt like, oh, I got to kill those people too.
It seems like that's not what he meant though.
And then he
because
then his dad justifies it, be like, oh, those women would have raised more men
to try and kill us
Yeah,
in 20
yeah.
years. Yeah, so I think he was just trying to justify it, but I think what he meant was like when I say kill everyone, just like kill everybody that's like a guard, you know?
Yeah.
So Keanu Reeves like regrets this, and he doesn't want to be Unute anymore.
Well, I feel like he has like the mentality of like a child a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah.
Because he's still like, he may look like a strong, like grown
Yeah, we
man.
get it. Keanu Reeves is cool and he's strong. Okay, continue.
So strong. He's got those big muscles.
He can rip a man in half. He's so strong.
But he's just a baby.
But yeah, he does have like that mindset like of a child where he's asking for like affirmation from his parents and, you know, making sure that he's doing a good thing.
Yeah.
So
And I like the question of like, was he born that way or was he made this way? which is like an interesting kind of
Oh,
thing. Like,
yeah,
would
how
he
he
just
brought
be
it
this
up.
crazy killing machine if that wasn't his dad and he was raised by his mom? Probably not. Or like, was he shaped to be this weapon from the beginning, or was that like always meant to be?
Well, when he was like younger, he like killed like a bear or something, or like a wolf,
Coyote.
Yeah.
coyote, whatever.
Or
And
would
then,
he be?
And then he also like killed like just like some dude in the village.
That is true.
Like on like he didn't know anything.
Yeah.
So I'm like he just needs to kill and he likes it, and it's like that hunger that he feeds. You know?
Yeah, that's true. He does have that hunger. And so basically this issue wraps up with the doctor reporting like all of this story to another guy. We don't know his name either, but he's just they're trying to use this context from like the story to find out his place of origin so that they could potentially create more immortal people for use in the military. And so he needs this doctor to keep trust with Keanu and continue like getting stories so they can try and piece like this puzzle together. So that's like the ulterior motive of like the doctor, but Keanu is just trying to like Keanu thinks that she's there to try and give him mortality, but in reality they're trying to get immortal soldiers first before they do anything with him.
So does he like remember his conception?
I don't think so. I think he just remembers being born
He just-
and then everything from then.
Yeah,
I think that's what he
because
says.
asks his dad like who is like my real dad? Because he knows that his
He's like, I don't remember you
Father's in
being
his
there in the
biological-
cave with
He was-
mother.
he was
Who
definitely
is
there.
he? No, he was like there, but then he like left. But why would he remember that? You know, why would Keanu remember that?
I don't know.
His mom.
Oh,
being in the
maybe
cave.
he did remember that he was in the womb.
Yeah,
Oh,
super sperm.
I guess he remembers, being concepted. What is-
conceived?
What is
Conceived?
conceived? There we go. Thank you.
Accepted?
Concept of Keanu. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I didn't really understand that.
I was like,
You weren't there.
Yeah,
and I was like, I'm pretty sure he was, but oh well.
anyway.
No, he wasn't.
Like when he was actually born, he wasn't there, like in the room.
He wasn't in the cave.
No, it was just mom.
It was just mom.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Ah.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
What-
because the dad saw the lightning bolt and he's like, oh, well, she's out with her witchcraft again. Because he was planning on something.
Yeah, but that was when he was conceived. But when he was born, like 2 months later, wasn't the dad there?
Well, yeah, the dad was there, but he's not talking about being born. He's talking about the cave
Gotcha.
and
Okay.
the lightning.
Yeah, I guess so then. Crazy. So issue 4, also the last issue. Actually, last issue there was some lightning again because the mom was getting kind of worried, and so she went to go pray again. And in this issue, we find out we find that to be another prayer from the mom that created this weapon initially, but she wanted something that could kill Keanu, or she wanted something
No.
that could like stop him.
Something that
Yeah, stop him
Help
from
end the
reacting.
suffering.
End the suffering, which I imagine is killing him, and it's this thing that's a weapon.
I don't know if it's like a shoulder pad
It
or
looks-
like a helmet.
Yeah, it looks like something that you just like throw at him or something. I don't know like why it's designed this way because
Maybe it's like
it's
a
not very
glove?
clear what it is. Yeah, maybe it's a crown. I don't know,
Maybe.
but it's interesting. But she gets this thing from her prayers. I don't know if she was impregnated with this thing. I don't know how she got it. Maybe
Yeah.
there's a lightning bolt and it was there. We don't know, but she has it. And the father's like, "What are you fucking crazy?" And he throws it down a well. So we don't really know what it is in this trade, but then the tribe is going to be under attack again. So they gather men to go meet the approaching tribe, including Keanu, but it was an ambush and a bunch of fighting breaks out. So there's a bunch of killing in this ambush, but it turns out that the ambush is a distraction, and there's another brutal attack going on in the home village. So they go back to fight them off, and they're too late, and the mom is killed because there was no one there to like defend her.
Yeah.
And this isn't like a favorite kill for me, but there's a moment where he rips off a horse's head, splits its jaw, and then he hits somebody with the lower half of the horse's split jaw. And I'm like, what the hell is this? That horse did not deserve it, probably.
There's another one. I don't know exactly what's happening, but he like just cuts a dude's like face in half.
Yeah, that's pretty sick.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
like-
that's with the lower half of the horse.
That's insane. How does it cut?
I don't know. He's just got that much force.
Yeah, shit.
Yeah, because you could see like 2 panels before he splits the horse head in half and he just uses the lower jaw to like stab somebody. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And I like this moment where he gets shot with a flaming arrow. So he then takes it out of him. He picks up a sword and then he lights the sword on fire.
Oh yeah, that was dope.
Like
that makes no sense.
The only thing better than a flaming weapon is 2 flaming weapons. And he's like, "Fuck yeah!" That's like one of the coolest splash pages when he's like first jumping.
Wouldn't the
in with
spear like get all brittle because it's made out of wood?
No, I think it was metal. I mean, the sword's made out of metal, so I think they have.
Probably like stone.
Did they have like
They don't
like
have
metal stuff back then? And like
they had stone.
oh, is it stone?
Yeah.
That makes sense. Why is it flammable?
That's It's a comic.
That is true. That's a good
Why
point.
is there an 80,000-year-old man? I don't know.
That I could believe.
Because-
That's understandable.
Yeah, that happens.
But a flammable stone sword?
No science.
Get out of here.
Is blood flammable?
I don't think so. You're the doctor here.
Never tried it.
I'm not a doctor.
You're closer than any of us. I'm pretty sure if I lit blood on fire, I don't think it would work. Unless it was dry. Then maybe. Well, no, there's oxygen in blood.
There is oxygen in
And
blood.
fire needs oxygen.
Oxygen, yeah. That's what I was
Boom.
going to say.
100% would work. I'm glad we worked that out.
I can get some blood.
I know. I have a blood guy.
We can try it. Yeah.
So, yeah, the mom dies. It's very sad. But this kind of gives Keanu a revelation. And he, like, leaves his dad to die because he feels that, you know, she didn't deserve this. But he feels like they deserve it because they've been just going off mindlessly killing other tribes. So he leaves his dad to die from like the next wave of men that comes. And then he also gives himself up too. And he gives himself up, and I think he would like wants to die in this scene, but then he realizes that he's like immortal, and no matter how like mangled he is, he'll just like heal.
Yeah, he just lets like this like army like just go wail on him.
Yeah, and I really like that scene because he's just like sad, and there's a bunch of people stabbing him, and he just got a sad face on, and he's like, "This is what I deserve." And you can kind of tell that in like this completely silent scene. But what's weird is that like, I guess if he's mangled up enough, he just like grows a cocoon or something.
Yeah.
And that's where he heals. It's like his back to tank.
And then he like hatches.
Yeah, and then he hatches. Like he's a fucking baby dinosaur.
Like he's a little baby duck or something.
And like when he's healed, it's just his meat. Like he doesn't have skin.
Yeah, that was weird.
You also see his dick here, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
But
yeah, we love dick.
Looks like a slimy
Dude,
man.
I like in this slaughter page for Keanu, like people are like stabbing him, people are like pulling out his like intestines and stuff.
Yeah.
And there's just one panel where someone's pulling out a single tooth.
Wait, really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm like
What
the
is
horror. Like
Oh,
out of
no.
all the shit on that page, I'm like, tooth being pulled doesn't really like
Yeah,
make
that's
my
not
skin
like,
crawl or anything.
you know, maybe they would start with that and then build up. But no, I didn't even notice. Someone just rips out a fucking D17 or whatever dentists call it. Like
That was
that's so funny. I didn't even realize. And then like, it's crazy because that's like the last action.
Yeah.
Like the next page is just him all ripped up, but he's got one less tooth now. So that's pretty crazy. So yeah, he's pretty much just like Wolverine, I guess. Like he's able to like come back from anything.
Yeah.
So, and he's like, when he comes out of that cocoon, the narration in like the present is like, this is the first time I realized I couldn't die. But to me, I think he would have realized that after he killed a couple hundred men.
Yeah,
and like didn't die.
And got like a bunch of like arrows put through him and stuff like that.
And maybe had his face ripped off a couple times. And
I mean,
so
like,
I'm like, I
he's
don't
never
know.
like tried dying.
That's
and
true.
I think that's,
yeah,
like,
I think when he saw his mom die, I think he just completely gave up, and he's like, "There's no point in living." So that was his mental state. Like,
True. So he's like,
"Hey,
this is it for me.
I'm a commit suicide."
he tried to unalive himself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did. Try to unalive.
And instead, he just ended up as a.
He was like kind of reborn in a
slimy-
way, but it's still him, you know.
Yeah, I think it is supposed to be a moment like that. Like he was reborn, even though he's like a sloppy meat man. He gets
Yeah.
skinned later, but so the trade basically ends in the present, and Dr. Diana goes to like Keanu's house, and she's like, "Look, no wires or drugs or anything. I've been lying to you. I need to tell you the truth." And so Keanu just like lets her into the house.
He's got a Jeep. That's cool.
Yeah, and I like he just like has a house.
Yeah, just like a very normal house.
He's got like a mortgage.
Not like, yeah. It's not some like super dark and rainy like apartment in the middle of nowhere
It's just an urban household
in a city. Yeah.
He's like pay taxes, you know, like he's just a normal guy. So
yeah, there's smoke come from his chimney. Like he's got a fire on.
He's probably roasting some stuff.
Probably having a glass of wine in there.
Yeah, in a Jeep. He goes off roading.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much the end of the trade. It's like a big origin story with a bunch of gore and pretty fucking tight.
I would be pretty intrigued buying that first issue. Be like, holy shit, this is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm glad it wasn't like fucking crazy the first issue and then like pretty tame the rest of the time.
No, it was like
pretty consistently
100% the whole time.
It is.
And like it's not even the creativity and the killing doesn't stop at the first issue.
Yeah.
Like you would think that some of these very creative kills would just all the ideas would be put in the first issue, but I was pretty consistently surprised throughout, which I think is kind of hard to do nowadays with all the comics I've read. So yeah, big shout out to Ron Garney for carrying this for sure. Because I think if this was done by a boring artist, this whole thing would have been quite a drag.
Oh yeah.
So I think that Ron Garney and Bill Crabtree definitely carry this, but it is also an interesting enough story to like want to know more about this guy. So.
Yeah.
So let's go into Back Matter Matters.
Back Matter Matters.
And Daniel, this is probably the biggest back matter when it comes to alternate covers.
Oh yeah,
it's like 30 alternate covers.
Ever.
Yeah, and I think it's because this started off as a Kickstarter.
Well, remember U.S. Avengers? There was like 50 variants.
Oh, you're right.
For all 50 states.
Yeah, we read a series called U.S. Avengers, and they had a variant cover for every single state, and they assigned a superhero to that state. What was like? Do you remember
Arizona?
Nova,
yeah.
because he's from Surprise.
He is from Surprise, Arizona.
So random. I'm like, Surprise.
Yeah. Well, they're like, we don't have anybody from Arizona, and I think they just like threw a dart at a bunch of city names because like it would make sense if he was from like Tucson or like Phoenix.
Yeah.
Or like Tempe or something, you know, but I guess not.
Tempe would be sick.
That would be sick. He's just a frat bro.
Yeah.
But anyway, 1 million covers. So we got the original Rafael Grampa one, and I think he's the fucking man. This guy is
great.
super cool. He was on like DK3, I believe.
Okay. We've seen him before.
Yeah.
On stuff.
He's great. I follow him on Instagram. He's got a great Instagram. Next one's Lee Bermejo. Is he the one that was on the Black Label Batman, like the first one?
I think so, yeah. I'm like, this is very familiar.
There's a couple Dan Mora covers, which I love that dude. So
yeah, I love this John Boy Myers one.
That one looks like Keanu Reeves. Like it just looks like Keanu Reeves holding a gun, you know?
Yeah, I just kind of like the front profile kind of thing.
Yeah, it looks really good. Couple Ron Garney ones, some more Dan Mora. There's a couple like it almost looks like character studies by Rafael Grampa, where he just got like a bunch of weapons on him, or at least the issue 2 cover one. He's got like a sword, a couple guns, like a musket looking pistol thing, a mace. So
dude, Raphael Albuquerque,
yeah,
so good.
They got some crazy people. John Paul Leon even.
Oh man,
which is
rest in peace.
Yeah, one of his last covers, I would assume.
Such a goat.
Yeah, he really was awesome. Jeff DeCal, who's a crazy cover artist to get. And
yeah, that's a great straight up Keanu.
I'm pretty sure I have that one. Like most of the covers that are like super red were like what do they call them? Foil covers.
Oh,
they made foil covers for him.
Sick.
So there's like a Christian Ward one, and I have this one in like a foil cover.
Nice.
Yeah. So pretty cool.
Yeah, his was cool.
Just a bunch. There's one that looks like a picture of Keanu Reeves, just a little bit bloody, and it's by Raza. And it's just additional artwork, I guess. But
yeah, I don't even know what that is.
Yeah.
Or like how he did that. I like how there's like light coming through the bullet holes.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I think this is like one of those pictures where it's like someone just takes a picture and then like paints over it kind of thing, like really small on like Photoshop.
Could be. So yeah, a bunch of covers and then just some additional artwork for the concept. And then the only other thing is just creator bios. And something I didn't know, Daniel, is that this is the most successful Kickstarter comic book. It's the highest funded Kickstarter comic book ever. So that's pretty cool.
That makes sense.
Kickstarter being, of course, the crowdfunding platform for
Why
multiple
would they
things.
need a Kickstarter, you know?
I don't know, because you think Keanu would maybe
Just-
have enough
just
money,
fund
but
that
like,
shit,
yeah.
yeah.
But maybe he just like wanted to make sure people were interested. So, and I know that they had like a bunch of like rewards if people were like early adopters, or they had like a bunch of different tiers and stuff. So it got like really successful.
Maybe he wanted to like share kind of the profits in a way, because if he were to just invest in like just paying everybody like a page rate,
Yeah, that's true.
then that wouldn't be as much as like sharing it. You know what I mean?
It's also the highest selling original comic book series debut in over 25 years, which I also
That
believe.
makes sense. Yeah,
This
there's
was
a
like-
there's a ton of these.
This was like the middle of peak Keanu Reeves memes.
Oh yeah.
Where like, do you remember when he was at like whatever Xbox game and he was promoting Cyberpunk and he's like, "You're beautiful" or whatever. What did
Yeah.
he say? I can't remember what the meme is.
Breathtaking.
You're breathtaking, yeah. And it was like a couple months after he was like, "I'm writing a comic book."
I like that one where he's like standing and then, like there's like a little version of him standing.
I love that meme. Yeah, bring back Keanu memes. They're peak meme.
He just needs to do more public things.
Yeah, he does.
He's like host the Grammys or something,
Yeah, that'd be so
or
cool.
like the Oscars or something random.
Yeah. So Daniel, what would you rate this book? I know Sophia knows this, but for anybody that doesn't know this, we don't rate books on a traditional scale, like a 1 to 10 kind of deal. We just kind of compare it to food and maybe the various food sizes that are kind of
Oh.
interesting.
Okay.
So,
yeah,
like-
I know exactly what I'm comparing
Like a
this
Cold
to.
Stone Love It, or maybe a box combo from Raising Cane's or something like that. So Dana, what would you rate this book?
Hold on, I'm looking up a menu.
Okay. Sophia, what would you rate this book?
I would probably give it a large Greens Corner fry.
A large what?
Greens Corner fries.
Green's Corner is
Green's
a
Corner.
Greek restaurant that we go to.
Oh, is it Greek fries?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Super good.
Love Greek
Yeah.
Aren't
fries.
they?
They're like my favorite fries.
They are pretty good fries. Don't they have like something on them? Aren't they like garlic fries or something?
They have like a different type. So they have like garlic fries with like lemon and cheese
Okay.
on top.
Nice.
So
Very
this
good.
is well seasoned.
Nice.
So
like
I
that.
would give a love it and a signature love it. And
Okay.
there's one specifically called our strawberry blonde, and it's got
It's very red.
very red. It's like strawberry ice cream. It's got raspberries in it,
Oh,
and then
man.
like cherry drizzle or something like that.
Okay.
So it just looks bloody,
Nice.
and I'm sure it's delicious.
Okay. Nice. I like that.
I would
I'm
like
gonna
to
go-
say, hold on. I would like to say that my French fries are smothered in ketchup as well.
Okay. Oh, nice. That's a good one.
Ketchup.
Oh
Yeah.
man, good rating.
Thank you.
I would say mine is a little bit different. It's a grocery store tub of ice cream, but like one of the big ones, not just like one of those personal ones.
Like
that
it's
you
got
get-
like a handle on it.
Yeah, it's one of the handle ones. And it's that one flavor that I got you one time. It's called Cherry Waka Flocka or something.
Oh yeah, they have it in that size.
I don't think they have it in that size.
Oh.
So my rating of this book is in the handle size. But it's a cherry ice cream with like chocolate chips in it. It's pretty good.
Is that Waka Flocka?
It
on
has
it?
like
Is it like?
well,
is it Waka Flocka
cherry-
Flame? Like
It's
Cherry
like
Choco
cherry-
Flocko or
yeah,
something.
yeah, something
It's
like
a very
that.
fun name,
Oh, I
but
thought
it's
it-
very red ice cream. So
It's
that's
like
why I
a-
like
Waka Flocka Flame had like his own ice cream.
That'd be
for a
sick,
second.
like Rap Snacks or something. No, it's something funny sounding like that, but I rated that because the ice cream's pretty good and it's very red, so that's why I rated that.
I'm so hungry.
So
cool.
good ratings, good ratings.
Good stuff.
So let's get into the poll list. Shove it in your box.
The poll is, what did you shove in your box? I think she was gonna.
Oh yeah. This is the section of the show where we talk about the actual
What we bought,
singular
what we
comics
read,
we
what we
picked up,
watched.
what we read, what we watched, yeah, all that stuff. So what did you pick up this week, Daniel?
Yeah, and I thought I was gonna get like one fucking comic, and then surprise, surprise,
A fucking
my
trade
card
came
gets
out.
declined with how much shit I get.
It was a pretty solid week, yeah.
Not actually, but yeah. So We got Jurassic League #2.
Yes.
We got Do a Power Bomb #1.
Yes, a double Daniel Warren Johnson week.
A double DWJ week.
Double DWJ, we love that. So there's a book coming out from DC called Jurassic League, and it's the Justice League, but they're dinosaurs, and that's literally the concept.
Oh my god!
And it's so fucking good.
It's so fun.
There's like a Velociraptor Joker. And
are you serious?
It's so good because they have that big fucking mouths, right? So it makes sense that would be the Joker.
Yeah.
Who's a
It's
T-Rex?
Batman.
Are you serious?
Yeah. It's
Wonder
very
Woman
cool.
is a Triceratops, I think.
What's the long neck one?
Bronchiosaurus.
Bronchiosaurus. That's Superman.
Yeah.
What about Catwoman?
I don't know if we know that yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see, I guess.
They didn't flesh out what every single superhero would be, but
It's mostly Justice League stuff.
yeah, it's very fun so far. So
There was a anthology book that Drew was really pushing. It was called After School.
oh, okay.
I have it somewhere, but he like posted about it on like the gram and whatnot, and he never like recommends anything to me. I don't know. He's just like, he doesn't read like everything. You know what I mean?
He also doesn't like you, but
He
continue.
doesn't like me, so so he recommended that. I'm like, yeah, all right, I'll take whatever it is. So I think it's like it's something from Skybound.
Oh, cool.
And it's like I guess it's like a horror anthology book or something. Different creative team each issue, and that's all I know about it. I didn't read it yet.
Interesting. Okay.
Got Farmhand #18.
Yeah, that's coming back. Love
And
that.
then I got the hardcover of The Passageway from
Yeah.
Bone Orchard Mythos.
I thought that was still a couple months out.
I thought so
I
too.
walk in and there's a big fucking hardcover thing, and I'm like, God damn it, I gotta buy that, don't I?
I was like, shit, I need more money.
Yeah. Those are the things I picked up.
I'm glad it wasn't like stupidly priced.
Yeah, it was only like
$17.99.
Yeah, that's
very
not-
reasonable.
yeah. I
When
thought
it's more
so.
than $20, I'm like, come on.
Yeah. So I picked that up. I picked up Jurassic League and Do a Power Bomb, the wrestling comic book. And then I also picked up Iron Fist #4. I was
Yeah.
going to stop, but then they put in Fat Cobra, and I'm like, I'm going to read this to the
Ooh,
end.
Gotta keep going.
Gotta keep going.
Momentum's back.
Did you read anything this week?
So we didn't really talk about things that we read last week.
Sure.
So some of the things that I've gotten around to was, the book Uzumaki?
No.
The Junji,
Oh, yeah.
Junji Ito
Yeah.
book. Yeah, I read some of that. That shit's fucking crazy.
It looks crazy.
For some reason, I've been seeing like a lot of just like drawings on Twitter of like King of the Hill if they're in Uzumaki, and there's all these spirals everywhere.
What?
It's so fucking
That
funny.
seems like the most random combination
Yeah.
of things.
Yeah, super random. I'll
Cool.
send them to you once I get them. They're so weird because I'm like, who thought of this?
Who thought? Yeah, those
Because it
two
looks
things.
like Junji Ito like drew it too, and it's so random. But would you read anything?
I read a couple different things. I read Aquaman Andromeda
Oh yeah,
by
pretty good.
Christian Ward. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah,
Actually,
I
yeah.
bet.
Because he draws things in the ocean as if they were like in space. So whenever you're like underwater, looking at things underwater, it looks like a submarine floating through the water. It looks like a spaceship in space. Like, it's really cool, the approach that Christian Ward took.
Okay.
And there's a lot of like water metaphors. And it's like, you can't be drowning your thoughts like this or whatever.
Oh my God.
But it's not cheesy. Like, they do it very well. I just think it's funny how many water metaphors you can come up with.
Yeah.
I also read Step by Bully Step #4.
Did you buy it digitally?
I had to buy it digitally.
What a
which
scrub.
I'm going to find it physically and buy it, but it's like a completely silent book that I've been really into. And it was like the last issue, and it was pretty nice. So I liked it a lot.
Good.
And then I read one other thing. Oh, I read Do a Power Bomb by Daniel Warren Johnson that came out today.
Good stuff.
Yeah. It's like about professional wrestling, which I'm not a huge fan
I
of.
figured, yeah.
And it's fucking awesome.
Nice.
And you could tell that he's really into wrestling.
Mhm.
And he like wrote a thing at the end where he was like, just like I wrote Murder Falcon, which is my book expressing my love for heavy metal. It's like just as fun, but just in the context of pro wrestling.
Yeah.
So it's very cool. I'm into it.
I guess Jason Aaron's a really big WWE fan
He
too.
is. There's a lot of like, I mean, like
It's so strange to me because
pro
I remember
wrestling is basically live action comics.
kind of.
That's like what it is. Like, there's these random stories that are like these like dramas of just like buff dudes in skin tight suits, and they're just beating each other up, and there's a story there somehow.
Yeah.
So and it happens like week to week. So I can imagine why like comic book people will be into it.
Because you played like SmackDown versus Raw and stuff like that.
Yeah, and it's like the best
as,
game
like,
of all
kids.
time.
Yeah, it was amazing. And
Yeah,
so like
throw someone off a cage. Are you
it's so,
kidding?
It's just strange to me that like adults like really like it, you know?
Yeah,
And so, but
got a big following.
you can like whatever you like.
Yeah, true.
Did you watch anything recently?
We've just kind of been binging The Boys, and we got Sophia all caught up.
All caught up. Wow, I'm so proud.
She watched what she got caught up in what, like 1.5 weeks, 2 weeks.
Yeah, like about 1.5 weeks.
Yeah,
That's a lot of TV.
I know.
It's so fun rewatching it too. So I don't even really remember what happened in the last episode, to be honest, because I've just been watching all of it.
I'll talk about the like important parts.
Yeah,
for sure.
should we just do that now?
No, I want to tell you about all the things I watched, Nathan.
Okay, tell me about other things you've watched.
You remember that show DMZ that came out that's based off a comic?
Yeah.
I watched one episode. It's not bad.
Okay, not bad. Great.
Sarah was gone for like a week, so I had so much opportunity to. I watched The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent.
Oh, I heard that was good.
It was really fucking good.
Oh, I wanna
think
watch that.
You would love it. It's
It's
hilarious.
that Nick Cage one with Pedro Pascal.
It's Nick Cage, and he's playing Nick Cage.
Okay.
And
I love that.
It's so it's so funny, and there's so many references that you would like love. Like I wish I was watching it with like you, because I know
damn.
you'd like it. I watched that movie Dread, with Carl Urban.
Oh, nice.
Because like this was before The Boys was coming out,
Mm-hmm.
and so I'm like, I need something that's close, and because I think I want to see Carl Urban.
Yeah.
Maybe I have.
He's awesome.
Maybe I have a little crush on him. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it is really good. I think anyone could like it. It's
I
kind
heard
of
it was good.
It is
so.
like of its time,
Mm-hmm.
which isn't even that long ago.
It was like 2008 or something.
Yeah, but like it feels like a 2008 action movie, but it's like actually pretty good.
Nice.
Oh, it's got the girl who plays Hero in Why the Last Man. She's like one of the main characters.
Plays Hero?
Yeah, the dude's sister.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Very fun.
And then I watched Justice League: Gods and Monsters.
Is that the one with Michael C. Hall?
Yeah, as
Okay.
Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. I didn't love the ending, but the only thing I wanted to tell you about it is like, so Wonder Woman is from Apocalypse
Mm-hmm.
in this version, right? It's not like Diana Prince; it's like some other one, and she's the granddaughter of the High Father,
Okay.
and she like marries Orion.
That's cool.
Yeah, pretty
I
exciting. and she's got like a mother box like in her sword.
Oh, I like that idea.
Isn't that fucking crazy? I was
Yeah.
watching this, I'm like, oh my god, I need to tell.
Why would they do that? Why would they need to do any of that?
It's so random, but it's so cool.
Yeah.
And then I watched the third season of Barry. I've like started on that. Still good stuff.
Did you watch the finale? Didn't that just come out?
It did. I'm not caught up though.
Oh, okay.
We watched the new Adam Sandler movie called Hustle.
Oh, where he's like a coach?
Oh.
Yeah, he's like a NBA recruiter, and he finds this kid who's like not a prospect, but he just like finds him like playing street ball,
Okay.
and just like kind of builds him up. It's pretty good.
Sarah's an unbelievably huge Adam Sandler fan.
Just like I am with Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, basically.
Right, exactly. Just as unhealthy.
Was it good?
Yeah, I loved it. It was
Cool.
super good.
He's like serious acting.
Very serious.
Nice.
There's some like comic relief, but it's like
Sure.
a very serious thing. It's kind of like,
I like him being serious.
yeah,
I think
it's like
good.
it's like a basic like sports movie about like an underdog kind of thing.
Sure.
So it was a little predictable, but it's still pretty good.
Yeah, the world needs more of those.
And we finished Breaking Bad, and now we're on Better Call Saul,
Oh,
Hey.
so good.
and we're on season 4.
Of Better Call Saul?
Yeah,
No way.
we just finished season 3 last night.
Oh my
We are
god.
blowing through it.
It's fucking good, right?
It's pretty good.
What just happened? What's going on with his brother?
What's his name? Chuck.
Chuck?
He unalived himself.
Yes.
Or he set his house on fire. I don't know if he survived. but I assume so.
Okay.
I fucking hate that guy. He's so annoying.
He was so
his shit's so dumb.
so good to hate.
Every time
He's like one after the bag in a Carta. I'm like, shut up, fucking nerd.
Every time he's on his bullshit, I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Oh, do you remember that scene in the courtroom where he puts the battery in his jacket?
Yeah, I was like, fuck you,
Yeah, he's
stupid
fucking got
ass.
him. And he brings in the big dude. What's his
Huel.
name? Huel.
I was like, the return of Huel. He's like way skinnier now. But I was just happy to see him.
Yeah, he's awesome. Honestly, I can't wait for you to get caught up.
Yeah, so like Gus is there, and fucking Hector Salamanca just has his like stroke.
Oh
whatever.
yeah, crazy stuff.
So not too deep into anything. I love
It really ramps up.
Nacho's really funny to me
He is.
because like his voice isn't that scary.
No.
He's like talking, and I'm not like scared of him. You know, everyone else is super fucking scary, but his voice is so light.
He's got one of the more interesting character arcs throughout the whole show.
Yeah, I think I like him definitely. I
Yeah.
like when he like comes up, but I'm just not like as scared of him as like the other people.
Nice.
But yeah, pretty good stuff.
Nice. What did we watch? Have we watched anything else other than The Boys the last couple weeks? I don't think so.
Well,
You watched Spy Family.
I watched, so I watch anime.
Oh yeah,
Well,
yeah.
Tell me about Spy Family.
The new series Spy Family came out on Hulu. It
Okay.
is so funny. If you're into
I
like
think I've heard of
anime.
it.
Basically it's about this operation that a spy has to do. His name's Twilight.
Okay.
That basically saves the world from
course.
Has to.
domination. And he in order to get the information that he needs, he has to create a fake family. And so
Okay.
he tries to adopt a child, but this child can read minds. So
Pretty lucky get.
but he doesn't know that. And so as they try to adapt with this family, he also gets a wife who's also an assassin. But he doesn't know that, and she doesn't know
handy.
that he's a spy. So it's a really cool concept, and it's really funny.
Yeah, it's a cool like family dynamic. For
Yeah.
sure. Is
It's
it
made
just
me
one
laugh.
season of it?
So far it's completely new. So yeah, it's still starting off. I think there's like 8 episodes so far.
Okay,
So-
is it coming out like weekly or something?
Yeah, I don't know what days it is though, but yeah,
But
it's every
not all
weekly.
out, like it's not the whole season's out.
No,
Okay.
no, but you can watch it on Hulu
Okay.
for free.
Well, you pay for
Well,
Hulu.
technically it's not free 'cause you have to
understand.
pay- you have to
You
pay
pay
like
for
a-
Hulu, so you're paying a
Well,
lot.
I don't pay for it, so yes, it is free.
Yeah, it's free for you.
At least
for
you don't
us.
have to get like the premium subscription. That sucks.
Oh my God, Parker has the not like premium subscription, so he just
Oh, there's
pays to watch
ads?
ads, and they're like 5-minute ads.
Well, it's super annoying.
It's unreal.
Because Dread, I could watch it, but there was ads for it.
Mm-hmm.
Like you needed stars or something. I don't know. And like, so some things like movies and stuff, there's like ads. That was super fucking annoying because
Yeah,
the
that
ads
sucks.
are way louder than anything you're watching. So that's super fucking annoying. You had to like mute it every time.
That's funny.
But that sounds cool.
We played this game over the weekend. We were getting drunk and playing some video games, and I
Sick.
played this new one called Just Act Natural.
Okay.
And I think it was either free or like only a couple bucks, but essentially it's a game that you can play with friends, and you're on this like this mini like plot of land with these other NPCs or just like AI things walking around, and you have to act like an NPC yourself and try and not get like spotted. And
Okay.
it's really silly looking.
Spotted by who?
Other players. So there's a game mode where there's just one person basically trying to snipe the other people. And
Okay.
if you like snipe the wrong person, you lose points. If you snipe the right person, you get points. And the people trying to act like NPCs are trying to like gather things throughout the map.
Like diamonds and
So
stuff.
like if you see someone like collect a diamond, you're like, was that an NPC or is that a person? Or there's a mode where you're all NPCs and you're just trying to shoot each other and like guess. And if you shoot the right person, then you get points and stuff. But it's really silly and kind of cool because all of the character models and all of the environment were made from clay, and they 3D scanned it, like the asset, 3D scanned the clay and used them as assets in the game. So everything looks like very playful and like clay. So I think it was really cool.
Interesting.
yeah,
So
the
fun
characters
little
were really
concept.
cute.
Yeah, fun little party game. I definitely recommend it if you've got like 3 friends.
Could you like play it to where like you're the sniper and she's the NPC?
Yeah.
You could just tape like a sheet to like your TV so you can't peek and
Oh,
cheat.
well, we couldn't play at the same time, but we were kind of taking turns. But
Which For sure.
Yeah, I don't think they split screen it. So,
Lame.
but pretty fun game overall.
Anyway,
But yeah, let's get into the boys, perhaps.
sounds good. Boys, episode 4.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, dude, I can't believe they did the Pepsi commercial thing.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I knew
that
that.
was
The
so
commercial
fucking-
looks so familiar.
What's his drink called? It's like
Oh, it's like
Startup.
Something Rush.
it is like train
so bad.
energy. I don't know.
and
It's
like I
Yeah.
couldn't tell if he was like actually trying. Like at first,
actually doing a protest.
I'm
thing.
like, oh my god, he's trying to be a good person. But
I
then it
really
was just
thought-
an ad within an ad, and I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah, it was like a studio inside of a studio.
And they're like, chill out, just drink my drink.
Oh my god, that's so fucking funny.
Yeah, it was really funny. But what are the big things that happened this episode? Because
There was so Supersonic gets inducted into the 7, right?
that was pretty cool.
And Homelander gives everyone like taco bowls because they're.
That was so racist.
That was.
He's
I
like,
was like-
I got the food of your people or whatever.
He's
And
like,
I'm
just like home. He's like, I don't even speak Spanish, dude.
Yeah.
that guy is so good. That actor is great.
I hate.
I like just his whole upbringing too, and they keep making him play this shitty pop song from like his pop song.
Oh,
days.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I
So,
think that's funny.
And then there's like they go to Russia, the boys,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't get why these guys just like stick with Butcher because he's such a dick. Like he's being like super.
He
mean
really
this
is.
episode
Oh yeah, because he was telling like Kamiko like,
to go
She
kill
was-
some people.
and she's like, I'm not your weapon, and he's like, it's exactly what you are.
Yeah,
And I'm like, she kind of is,
like
but
come on.
you could be a little nicer.
I don't think he's like this mean in the comics. He's like normally a pretty nice guy. I feel like.
No, I think he's kind of like a snarky kind of guy, but not nearly as much of a.
Yeah,
A
I get it.
dick.
You need it for like the story.
It
and
makes the
whatnot.
show so good though, because I'm
Yeah.
like, God, he's such a dick.
Definitely.
And like, oh, there was that fight scene with Kamiko, right?
Yeah, and all the dildos.
All the dildos, all the 7
Oh
dildos,
man,
thought
that
they were-
was so funny.
all the 7 branded dildos.
I thought they were swords, dude. I
They-
thought they're handles of a sword, but
They're
I'm
She
like-
used them
I'm
as
like,
a
"Where's the-"
sword.
I'm like, where's the blade at? And then I realized,
It's
I'm like,
just a blunt sword.
oh,
What is
yeah.
this?
dude, one of them has Black Noir's head on the tip of it.
yeah.
Oh my god! And she kills somebody with like Maves or something, and it just starts vibrating as the dude's dead.
Oh
and
my God, it's
I'm
in his fucking
oh
head?
God, yeah, and it's
More
vibrating. in
blood
his head.
comes out.
It's so funny.
Speaking about dicks, do you guys remember that one scene of, I forgot what the name was, but it's the redheaded girl, and she's trying to convince one of the directors to like change something in the scene, and she pulls out like an American, like a
Ashley.
Ashley, yeah.
Yeah, and
she
like
pulls
the,
out a
in her room, she pulls out like a Homelander.
Homelander like
strap-on?
extra
Strap-on.
large
Yeah, extra large.
dick.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, there's Homelanders.
I was like, here's some boys vibes, you know.
Oh, which reminds me, in the rewatch, Love Sausage is in the show.
When?
He's the one with the super long dick that chokes out MM.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay,
that-
because he was in the jail.
They call him, like when
They
they,
call
see
him Love
him,
Sausage?
when they see him on the screen, MM is like, that guy's got a love sausage, doesn't he, or something like that. And I'm like, oh my god, it's Love Sausage.
I don't think that's like Love Sausage in the comics powers.
No,
but,
I don't think it is either, but they mention it, so I'm like,
okay,
so we're
that's,
not going to
that's
see
good
Love
enough
Sa-
for me.
Yeah,
Because they get to Russia and they go to some lab. They get the,
Oh, yeah.
They get the location from little Nina,
Mhm.
who's like not even little.
she's normal sized Nina.
Yeah. And there's like a super hamster. I thought that was fun.
Yeah, that was kind of cool.
Oh, man.
It
Fucking
fucking
kills a guy.
murders
Yeah,
a guy.
he murders
It
it.
Yeah,
like flies
Jesus.
and just like goes into his face and starts
I'm like,
eating
I'm like,
his
how's
eye.
he gonna shoot him?
I
Yeah, and
know.
then both Butcher and Huey take V24, the
Oh, yeah.
temporary V.
Mm-hmm.
And
How
fucking
Huey got he was like invisible, but his clothes were on the other side.
Yeah,
so-
I think he like teleports, but he doesn't teleport with his clothes or something.
Oh, I thought he like had speed and like ran out of his clothes.
At
or
first,
something.
it looked like he went
no.
small and then showed up somewhere else and got big, but I think it's like a
Oh.
teleport power.
Okay.
Is it I thought it was an invisibility power
Why would his
It
clothes
just
come off
happened
then?
really fast.
because he's invisible. I don't know.
So he phases through his clothes?
I guess.
That makes sense.
I think it was quick enough to. I think it'll end up being a teleport thing, but you can kind of tell that he's really enjoying having powers.
I hope it's not
Oh,
some sort of like
yeah.
junkie thing.
It's
where he
gonna
just,
be a
like,
junkie
I
thing.
think so.
so annoying.
Which I
You could see him like at the end of the scene. He's just like waving his
He's just, like, having a
hands.
trip
yeah,
or
while
something.
Kimiko's
Like, having
fucking
a-
dying in
yeah,
the
like,
back.
Yeah,
This is like the
exactly.
most important character dying in the back.
Because like in the comics, he doesn't want to be injected with Compound V,
No.
and when he like punches a hole in somebody, he fucking freaks out.
He
because
still kind of
Yeah,
does.
he does.
No, he was stoked on it.
Well,
You know
no,
what
when
I
he
mean?
punched someone, he was like, "I'm sorry," and like his hands through somebody's like fucking chest. He's like, "I'm so sorry, and then he like puts him down gently.
Yeah.
But I think it'll be a junkie thing, and I think it's gonna be annoying.
And he's
So,
like super
Yeah.
like afraid of like hurting people in the
yeah,
book. So
yeah, that's true.
like I get they're doing things that are in the book, but I think I'm starting to like enjoy the book a little bit more just because I've read a lot of it and just like I like how they do things in that.
Mhm.
It does what they're doing in the show. It does work.
Yeah.
you know, and I do love it. But if I had to like pick one,
What do you think of Soldier Boy so far? Because you
Oh.
the final like thing, like, oh, I gotta watch the show is because of the supernatural guy.
Yeah.
Jensen
Jensen
Ackles.
Ackles.
And
Yeah,
so-
I was surprised that he was on there, but I remember him announcing it on like, I don't know, Facebook or
Mhm.
I don't use Twitter.
I think he's so good in
Instagram.
like in the flashbacks as just like this Captain America douchebag kind of guy.
yeah, he's such a
Yeah.
jackass.
And now he's got like a big beard because he came out of a big tube.
how does he have abs if he's been in this tube for like 60 years?
They're making him do crunches in the tube.
They got a bar on top, you know.
Yeah, true.
Did you recognize Bobby from Supernatural when he was like the president in this show, like the actor who plays Bobby?
Yeah, well, who was he?
Bobby
in-
Singer,
Yeah, well, I know who Bobby is, but like, who is he in this show?
Robert Singer. He was like the president. He was like running for president or something
Yeah,
in the
he's-
first episode.
He's the guy working with Stan Edgar. He's like running. He's like the old
had, like,
guy. He's got like a
glasses.
beard and glasses and stuff.
It
But
was
that
a
guy's
small-
in Supernatural.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bobby
like the
was
best
there.
character.
Oh,
my
okay, cool.
god. I did not recognize that actually.
Shame on you.
I know.
He's also in Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad.
What?
That actor, yeah, he's the guy who has the guns with like the serial number shaved off.
Oh, you're right. That
Yeah.
guy's so cool in that show.
Because like when I was rewatching, I'm like, oh, it's Bobby, and then he's
What's his
in
name?
Saul too.
Jeff Singer.
Probably.
Yeah, that's cool.
And so now Soldier Boy has this like chest blast thing,
He's got a chest laser.
and dude, I swear to God, if they kill Kimiko, we riot.
I think they are.
No.
I really think.
How are they gonna have the boys without all the boys? You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But I kind of saw a preview for next episode, and basically next episode, they're gonna be singing. And that's all they showed for the preview for the next episode. Like the boys' Twitter account tweeted it out, and like Frenchie's singing and Kamiko's singing. So in my head, she's bleeding out. She's in a coma or something. And she's finally getting to sing in like her own world, and that's a pretty good build up for her to fucking die.
Maybe she's
so I
like,
think she's gonna die.
No, I think she's like dreaming.
Maybe
and that's
yeah.
just like
She
a,
could
Maybe
just
she's
be
just
dreaming and-
unconscious, you know,
yeah.
and she's
While
just
she
like
heals, she'll heal more.
And that would
Yeah.
be very
Yeah.
nice, and that's what I want. But I don't think it's gonna happen. I think she dies.
no.
Don't
Someone
put that
big-
into the universe, Nathan.
Yeah.
Someone
Nathan.
big has to die this season. I feel like, and I think it's gonna be her. And I really don't want to speak because she's honestly like my favorite character.
Yeah, she is.
I'd rather like Starlight die.
Me too.
Than Kimiko.
Fuck
Yeah.
her.
And fuck, I think you're right because like
'Cause
her
she-
and Frenchie were thinking about leaving.
Yeah.
Like right before this fucking
And she
mission.
met that person in the first episode, and she was like imagining in her head singing. So I think she's gonna die, and I don't want that. But I guess we'll find out in a couple days.
Shit. All right. Well, and
I will not be happy.
and then they kill Supersonic.
Yeah, that was
fucked
fucked
up.
Oh
does.
my god.
He's just beaten to a
He's-
pulp.
You don't see his face.
Just like Berserker with all those men.
yeah,
Yeah.
true. He berserkered him.
He berserked.
He
him.
berserkered.
Oh no. Yeah, well, you don't see his face, so there's that. So there could be some crazy ass twists where
You
you
think
just
it's
killed
a-
some random Mexican guy and put him in
You don't
Sonic
have to be
Boom's-
Mexican. There's nothing to identify him as
I don't
Mexican
think
there.
so. I don't think he
I
would
thi-
go that far, to be honest.
Homelander.
And then
Yeah.
fucking A-Train like snitches.
Oh,
yeah,
I was
fuck
like,
that
come
guy.
That
on.
guy.
Why
He's
would
so he's so desperate for Homelander's
He's not
approval.
going to stay on the team. He can't even run.
He wants to stay on the 7 though, so he'll do anything to make Homelander happy, and that gives him a couple points
He
for
can't
Homelander.
save anything.
I know, but he's like rebranding.
Because, like, they were, like, onto something. Like, A-Train like doesn't like Homelander, like in that episode, and like when it was like Starlight, Supersonic, and A-Train,
I thought
along with the boys with Compound B, they have like a bit of a shot, especially if they get Soldier Boy on their side.
Yeah, if I was in Sonic Boom's shoes, I would have done the same thing. I'm just so pissed that A-Train did that because like you probably could have had a pretty good shot at killing him.
Yeah,
But fuck, man, that sucks. You got fridged.
I got
You got
so
fridged.
mad.
So yeah, I'm really enjoying the season. It's like 8 episodes, right? Or
I think so. Yeah.
the other 2 seasons are 8 episodes, so we're about halfway through. So pretty cool. I still don't think that there's a weapon that can kill Homelander.
No, it's like
It was like a conspiracy
because there
I
wasn't
think.
anything that killed Soldier Boy.
No, they just put him in a big tube.
Yeah, they
But-
captured
Made him do
somehow.
crunches. Yeah.
But what the thing is that Soldier Boy has a new power where he can turn someone mortal.
Oh, that's fair.
Potentially, yeah.
Yeah, he could.
Yeah.
He could.
So if they get Soldier Boy on their side, that means that he'll
can do a
fight
big chest
Homelander, chest blast. Homelander's mortal.
And he just like
Berserked.
runs off. Like,
yeah. Where's he going?
Yeah.
He's like, where the
He's
fuck
in
am I?
Maybe the bathroom.
I need to find gunpowder.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe the bathroom. That's true.
Yeah. Well, anyway, good stuff.
Very good stuff.
Did you watch anything else? Did you watch Miss Marvel episode 2? Or
I did. Yeah, it's pretty fun.
You did.
That's just fun.
It is a good time.
Yeah, like I think that it's not going to be for everybody because it's just like a
It kind
not
of
like cheesy, but it's like a silly like.
has a bit of
show.
like Disney Channel movie vibes.
Yeah, it does. But I enjoy that aspect a lot, and I think that's very much on purpose.
I think it is like coming of age show,
Yeah.
and it should like stick that way.
I kind of like ask Sophia to watch things with me if I think she'll like it. So I didn't make her like watch Moon Knight with me, but I think you would like Miss Marvel.
Is that the one that came out?
Yeah. It's like a teen like origin story superhero show, but I think you will relate to some aspects of it because she has very strict parents.
Oh.
And yeah, I think there's like a couple aspects that you'd really vibe with. So I think I'm gonna make you watch the first episode and see if you like it.
Sweet.
Okay, we can talk about that more in depth later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
what are we gonna read next week? What are we gonna read next week, Nathan?
what are we gonna? I don't know. Don't you have an idea?
I do have an idea.
Oh, great.
Nathan, today, do you know what is the 20th anniversary of?
Yes, I saw it. It's 20th anniversary. Fuck, I saw it on Twitter and I was like, that's pretty cool.
That's where I saw it.
20 years. Fuck.
Of Scooby-Doo, Nathan.
Scooby-Doo, yeah. Oh my. Are we going to read that Scooby-Doo comic book?
We could.
Oh my. Everyone hates it.
Says who?
A lot of people.
Ah.
I think we should read it though.
Or we can just kind of look at our list. But that was just like an idea that I threw out there.
Yeah, Scooby-Doo. I even looked at a thread of all the adult jokes that they've interspersed into.
Oh, yeah. That's the
Yeah.
thread that I saw.
Um,
We still have those recommendations from Sam that we haven't.
yeah, we should probably do one of those.
So we got Luther Strode.
Is that the one with? Oh fuck, I'm blanking on his name. Tradmore.
Probably.
Let's do the Tradmore one. I want to read a Tradmore book.
Okay. There's
Luther
also
Strode. Is that what it was?
Luther Strode. Yeah.
I'm down for that. A recommendation from one of the listeners.
Sounds good. Let's just. Let's.
Let me make sure we can. I had to go through the fucking process of buying a book on Amazon.com to then go back into the app.
Yeah.
Because apparently on Comixology, the app that I've read comics digitally for years, possibly even a decade now at this point, you've been able to just buy things in there. But now Amazon, who now owns Comixology, is greedy enough that they don't want to pay the Apple Store or the Google Play Store for purchases in their app. So now I have to go to Amazon.com, like not even like the Amazon app, but Amazon.com on a browser, buy the book, and then it shows up in the app, which is so weird.
That's so
Isn't that strange?
annoying.
So that's what I have to do now. Woe is me.
I think it's called The Strange Talent of Luther Strode. Because there's a couple different ones. But that seems to be the first volume.
Okay, cool. Yeah, let's just do that.
It's all red.
Yeah, The Strange Talent of... Okay, I found that.
Volume 1.
Justin Jordan. Sweet.
And it's on Comixology Unlimited.
We love that.
So it's a winner
All right, sweet. That's what we're going to do next week.
already.
Thanks, everyone, for listening. Thank you to Sophia for coming on.
Thank you for having me, guys.
What's your favorite Keanu Reeves thing other than Constantine?
You might not know this, but there's a rom-com called Always Be My Maybe.
Yeah, we watched it.
Yeah, we watched it. I don't know if you watched it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know he's in that.
It's
He's
with
really
Jimmy Woo.
funny.
Jimmy
Oh,
Woo's the
Jimmy
main
Woo's in
character
it.
And it's cool. And Keanu Reeves is a cameo appearance, but he's actually like a character. He's in like 20 minutes of the movie or something.
Yeah.
And his love or the person that he like secretly loves is like a famous chef. And she's like, I just found this guy. He's really cool. And then it ends up being Keanu Reeves. And so like Jimmy Woo now has to compete with Keanu Reeves. And it's a really funny cameo. But that is a good movie.
Is that on Netflix?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it a Netflix original or
No.
No. It like made it to theaters. Pretty good though.
Okay.
Like I haven't seen a rom-com in a while, and that one was pretty enjoyable. So
Yeah.
is this your favorite comic book or is?
So far, yes, just because of the graphics and everything that he expresses. Like, I feel like he expresses a lot with just everything that's going on. So compared to like all the other ones, sometimes they like fade away, you know, but I was, like Nathan said, I was always interested within every single chapter.
Yeah,
So
it's pretty
it kept me going, basically.
Did you guys watch the new Matrix movie?
no.
No, but I heard it sucked.
I heard too.
I heard it was
That's
not
why I
great.
don't
If
wanna
you
watch
watch it,
it.
if you watch it, let me know.
Okay.
Anyway,
You know they have Bill and Ted comics.
they do. One came out today.
Oh, really?
Do you like the Bill and Ted movies?
Oh, I remember watching it in history class.
History.
It's a piece of cinema history. They know Bill and Ted.
Wait, don't they go through time or
They
something?
go through time. That's
Yeah.
why we watched it.
That's funny.
That's so funny. Alrighty. Anyway.
Anyway, yeah, thanks everybody for listening. Thank you, Sophia, for coming on.
Thank you.
We're on a couple different things. If you want to reach out to us, we're on Twitter at tradewaiterspod on Twitter. We have a Gmail. You can Gmail us or normal email us some recommendations to tradewaiterspod@gmail.com. What else are we doing, Daniel?
TikTok at TradeWaiters. Instagram at TradeWaiters.
We're on YouTube.
That's it. We're on YouTube. Watch us.
Yeah, watch us. We got 2 videos up now. Thank you to Daniel for doing all that. It seems like a lot of
Yeah.
work. He put in work. Go check it out.
Yeah, I did something.
So try and find us. Might be a little bit hard, but we'll get that figured out. Anyway, thanks everybody for listening.
We should get a Linktree.
Oh, true.
That would help.
Look out for our link tree on Twitter
Link
and
in
Instagram.
bio, guys.
Yeah, link in bio. Check it out.
Okay. All right. Bye.
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 It's a great fucking idea. Link tree.